very much from what it used to be. There's so much hatred, war and poverty.
Into the Wake Up Show Chicago. I know you're like, who is that? Well, I tell you what, I am the producer of the Wake Up Show Chicago for the women and the men. The women come on every third Saturday, but today it is the men's show. And as you see in the studio, they're here in spirit, okay? We want to give a shout out to our sponsor, Illinois. Sorry, you have to really, really shout out the sponsor. I have to say this right. The Illinois State Black Chamber of Commerce is our sponsor each and every Saturday when we come on at 9 a.m. Central. And when it comes to the Illinois State Chamber, you got to be a part of that. You have to be a part of the chamber in order to know how to get Black businesses back on track. Today, we're going to be talking about so many things when it comes to marketing. And I'm waiting for one of our hosts, which is MC Pearson, but he's not on yet. And we're going to talk about basically putting the guns down for July 4th weekend. I know you guys are excited about the holiday, but maybe the rain will dissipate that, whatever. But you really have to think about what tomorrow brings. And in order to do that, you have to be in tow and alive. Okay, so I want to welcome all of our listeners. And if you want to give us a call, we'll be taking calls after the 9:30 part of the show. So you can get rolled in with that. Our phone number is 773-591-1690. All right, so I'm going to introduce to you our other host. And remember, I'm the guest host. I'm not going to be here every week, LaDonna Ray, but MC is in the building.
What's going on? What's going on, Miss LaDonna?
Hello.
Ready to roll?
Yes. Wait, where's the Pearson? Mick Pearson. You told me.
Yes, MC Pearson is the full name.
All right, tell us about you. You got like 20 seconds.
My name is MC Pearson, one of the co-hosts on the morning show Chicago, the Wake Up Morning Show in Chicago. I am the owner of SS Media 7 graphic design and print studio, and we do all types of printing in order to support small businesses and large businesses alike. And right now I'm excited about the fact that we have a new promotion going on where we're shipping banners and backdrops all over the country for $15. I don't care if you get one banner, if you get 5 banners, order them all at the same time, we're going to ship them for $15. And they're already priced to move. So when we, my thing is a business without a sign is a sign of no business.
Man, so, I could have said it better. I mean, this is amazing. And I know that you're doing a lot of stuff for the chamber. And because of that, I definitely am so proud to be aligned with you guys in producing this show. Don't forget to join us, just 24/7 on our social media platforms. And you can find us at Wake Up Show Chicago. That's our handle. That's on YouTube. Subscribe, Facebook. Okay. And let's see, we're on our website. You got to go to ilbcc.org because you go there to register for our boat cruise that's coming up. And we'll talk more about that in just a second. But I just really want to say good morning to everyone. And it is always time to wake up on the Wake Up Show Chicago, brought to you by Illinois State Black Chamber of Commerce. It's time for us to go to that commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Tap in to the Wake Up Show live every Saturday morning on our YouTube channel. Enjoy past shows and other great archive content by simply dropping youtube.com/@Illinois State Black Chamber into your browser. Please crush that like button and subscribe to the channel while you're there. Your voice is needed and your support is deeply appreciated. Then click that bell icon to turn on notifications so you don't miss a beat of unfettered and unfiltered Black business news.
All right. Welcome back to the Wake Up Show Chicago, brought to you by Illinois State Black Chamber of Commerce. I know you guys, if you weren't under a rock, you heard about what the Supreme Court Justice has ruled when it comes to affirmative action. Now, those of you that don't know what it is, ask Siri, ask Alexa, do what you got to do. But we have a caller online. Mr. Greg Willis, who is a lobbyist, and he's over in Washington, D.C. He's going to tell you a little bit about what you can expect next week on next week's Wake Up Show Chicago. Hey, Greg, are you there?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
I sure can. Go ahead, Greg. Welcome to our show today.
So, she said, if you've not been under a rock, you've heard about Students for Fair Admissions versus Harvard and the University of North Carolina. Those two cases were just decided by the Supreme Court, and they disallowed the use of race in college admission. This is probably the most significant case on racial matters since 1954. We are at the end of the second Reconstruction period. The first Reconstruction ended in 1877. We're at the end of the second Reconstruction. They're pulling back protections for Black and brown folks in this country, and they're doing it fast and hard. And so, yes, it's about colleges and universities. And so as a business owner, you might think, well, look, I'm not a college or a university, and I'm not a college student. So why is this important to me? Let me tell you why it's important.
Well, wait, before you go, is this what you all are going to talk about next week?
We're going to talk about this next week.
Oh, you got to give them a little teaser. You can't give it away.
Okay. Well, just suffice to say, directly impacts you. It directly impacts you. It directly impacts all the programs that you are part of. And we're going to tell you why in graphic detail. And we're going to tell you why it's so important for you to get engaged, why it's so important for you to get involved, and why it's so important for you to be actively working in new ways to help maintain, grow, and support your Black business.
That's what I'm talking about. Go ahead, Greg. Sorry.
No, I'm done.
All right.
Done. See you next week.
We'll see you next week. That same time next week, next Saturday at 9 a.m. Central. You're over there in Washington, D.C., making things happen. We really appreciate all that you've done, Greg Willis. Thank you, and we'll see you next week.
Absolutely. Talk to you soon.
All right. Bye-bye for now.
Bye.
All right. So make sure that you tune in next week, because they're going to be talking about everybody's up in arms and talking about affirmative action. Yeah. When they pull the rug from under us, we finally do scream and shout. Okay.
I know, right?
Right, Mike. So tell them about the cruise. Do you have, we're doing a cruise. We still have a responsibility when it comes to our community. So how if the Black Chamber's been talking about this VIP cruise?
Listen, this VIP cruise is going to have mayors, politicians. We're going to have movers and shakers. This is the place to be when you want to network with the people who make things happen in the state of Illinois. And it's a chance to let your hair down a little bit. It's a chance to be able to engage with people who you may have never otherwise been able to make contact with. This is the cruise of the year, the Illinois State Black Chamber of Commerce.
Black cruise. Chamber Cruises. I kind of like
yes. But hey, you know what? blackchambercruise.com is where we can get the information about the cruise. See that? You like how that say, wait.
I like that. Wow. So but today's show, even once you get registered and everything, we've got some heavy hitters coming out to the cruise. So it's not just sailing on the water. It is a place to network, as MC said, But today's show, we're going to be talking about how to get your business, your offline business, back online when it comes to customers. Okay. Those of you that have those businesses, MC, you have a business. I have a business. All of our chamber members are business owners, which is so amazing how when it comes to marketing, you think about the the pandemic. I'm so tired of that word. When you think about the pandemic, the ones that actually survived were the ones that didn't cut their marketing budget. I'm just saying.
Exactly right. A lot of people think that when there's a pandemic or when there is a recession, that businesses will stop spending money because you want to try to protect the money that you do have. But historically, larger businesses, right, what they have done is they increase their marketing. They want to draw attention to them. They want people to know about their products and services. And so spending doesn't stop. Everyone thought that the spending was going to stop when the pandemic happened, and it actually went up. New industries were created. New businesses had opportunities that weren't there before. And so we need to get all of our businesses back online. And some people are thinking, you're talking about the internet. We're talking about online, period. We're talking about back in the game. So that's what we're talking about on today. Absolutely.
So how did the chamber play a part in that? They basically they had to evolve as well, when it came to the pandemic. But I don't want to focus so much on the pandemic as to the benefits of being a part of the chamber. The chamber, Larry has come on here, Mr. Larry Ivory, our president of the Illinois State Black Chamber of Commerce. Shout out to him. Has come on each and every week talking about the opportunities that are missed in our Black business community and how we can access the sheltered market and resources and even grants. There's so much information that comes on here each and every week. And today we just wanted to bring to you some marketing aspects that you can possibly employ for the duration of this year and years to come. I found that a lot of the calls that I get are asking, why is my social media not working for me? And that's a big one for businesses. Some businesses have not seen the value in having social media. And even with our social media in the chamber, we've actually revamped everything. It's all new. And for those of you that have not followed or subscribed, or you followed and subscribed before and it was a different handle, just mosey on over to the new one, because we were in process of what it's called rebranding. And when there's a rebrand, you have to bring it to the audience's attention. So social media does not work if you don't work it. You have to be transparent about why it is that you have had to, you weren't consistent. You have to be mindful of the consistency needed in social media. If you think about Netflix, right? I got a question for you. Netflix. If you were to subscribe to Netflix, right, and they had 2 movies out there, would you possibly cancel your subscription?
Absolutely.
Or you wouldn't subscribe at all in the first place, right? So
absolutely.
Why would someone subscribe to your content if you only have a post every now and then?
Exactly. We want to stay in front of people. You want to keep yourself in front of your audience. Because when you do anything that you do that's exciting to them, they'll share it. And if they share it, that possibly will bring you an even bigger audience, because people will follow you from there.
Absolutely. And when you leverage their audience, don't go looking for people that have a lot of followers and have some type of agenda. Just build up your brand, your content, how it looks. What will the user experience when they come to your platform? That is so important when it comes to marketing. Now, a lot of people say, hey, I do marketing. I'm doing my own marketing. But what does that really look like, especially as a small business? Are you hoping that someone finds you on Groupon or passing by, someone said something, word of mouth, email blast, or text messages? You have to have a strategy in place. You have to.
And you know what? And that's a perfect thing, right? So what I like about your business, LaDonna, is this. I talk about wheelhouses a lot. Stay within your wheelhouse, right? And so when we talk about social media marketing, so oftentimes people will spend so much time trying to learn how to do social media marketing, when what they really should be doing is spending time on what they are an expert at. So, like, for instance, if my arm is broke, I'm not going to come see you, LaDonna, to help me fix my arm.
Hey, I'm a mother. I might know how to fix that.
No. I'm going to pray for your children even now. And so, because you're not a subject matter expert when it comes to the healing of my body, right? And so why are we trying to become why are we trying to become an expert in the area where we have experts such as you? So you provide social media marketing for people, and people think that it's this astronomical amount of money. But let me tell you something. I'd rather talk about the astronomical amount of money that we're missing out on because we're not utilizing social media marketing. And instead of us trying to learn it all, I would rather people spend their time trying to maximize their product, trying to perfect it, trying to make sure that their services are top notch, developing that. So then your social media marketer can then put it out there to the world and draw the attention to your product that it so rightfully deserves.
But are you prepared for that exponential growth? I've heard stories about those businesses that, let's say, did a Groupon. I know I'm not trying to they didn't pay for this. So they did a group coupon. Okay, there we go. And the business was so many people were lined up that it put them out of business. So there's a balance too. There's a balance for that growth. You got to prepare.
So what a lot of people don't do is this, and whether you're a business owner, whether you are a non-for-profit or even a church, right? You want to do something new. I tell people to always walk it backwards, and walk it backwards means start at the end. Start at the point of when you put it in the customer's hands, okay? And then you begin to walk it back. So if you got, if you've seen, and this is exactly what happened. People saw the exponential numbers that businesses got when they were using the Groupon back in the day when Groupon was actually hot. And so you place those exponential numbers that you're trying to get to at the end, and you say, okay, now if I got 10,000 customers who came through, how do I handle that? What does that look like from the moment of putting it in their hands? What did I put it in? What type of bag did I put it in? Who put it in their hands? Where did the food come from? How many people did it take to cook it? How long did it take to make it? Where did I get the supplies from? And you begin to walk it all the way back. So then that way you can prepare for the harvest that is coming. But when you don't do that and you just got the big eyes, man, you can be crushed under the success. I know a number of businesses that went out of business because they absolutely couldn't handle how much was coming in, and they did not do their numbers. If you're offering to buy one, get one free, and you got 10,000 customers, the question is, do you have does the revenue from the first one cover the payroll, cover the double the product that you're putting out there because you're giving one away for free? Does it cover, does it cover the overhead, so forth and so on? Do you know your numbers? And so many businesses don't know those things when they go on that particular type of journey.
So many businesses don't even start off with a business plan. It's in there if you start off with a business plan. And the importance of starting off with a business plan is to have your bullet points of which direction you're going to go when it comes to your budget that you're going to put into marketing. That's part of it. You know what I mean? So now that you don't know your overhead costs, you don't know your cost analysis, you don't know your marketing budget, you're kind of all over the place. I don't know. Guys, you're listening to the Wake Up Show Chicago. Buddy Luv is off today. And of course, Mr. Larry Ivory is off today. And Anthony Baxton is off today. Everybody's, I think they got us. It's the holiday.
It's the holiday. We're the holiday team.
We're the holiday team, right? And those of you that are waiting online on the phones, we'll be right with you after our commercial break hits at about 9:30, and that's in 1 minute. Today we're talking about we're talking about how to get your business offline back to being online. And this is so important for you business owners right there, or out there, I should say. And we're going to go ahead and cut to commercial break. And then we're going to get to our callers. Thank you for your patience. You're listening to the Wake Up Show Chicago.
Show is powered by the ILBCC Monthly. It's the Illinois State Black Chamber of Commerce's monthly publication, available on newsstands and digital online. Get your subscription today for the unfettered and unfiltered news that matters most to the Black business community. Visit ilbcc.org for your free subscription today.
That's it? That's all? Well, you know what that means. if you are a sponsor out there and you're a business and you want to get your business heard on this here show each and every Saturday, there's room for you to get sponsored up on our show. All you have to do is contact the chamber. And this is so important because now you're going to have a radio spot. And if you don't have that scripting and recording done, hey, we got producers for you. Right? Welcome back. Welcome back after that commercial break. We've got callers on the line. Let's go ahead and go to Karen. Karen, are you there?
Well, good morning, Queen.
Good morning.
Listen, and I mean this from the sincerity of my heart. I hear many of our people talk about if you want to get with the movers and the shakers. Well, I must say this. Ain't no moving and shaking been happening in our communities. That's one thing I want to say. Number two, what makes you not be an expert? Because you do have the experience. I just want us to understand words do matter. And I want us to understand how we have fallen into the way of the European, the patriotic European. No, darling, you are an expert because you are a mother. And ain't no moving and shaking happening with us. And if we continue to put all the movers and the shakers together, then we will never have anything moving and shaking for the mass of the people. I'm going to just say this. The Creator found King David feeding the sheep. It's time to feed the sheep because ain't no moving and shaking going on in our community. Love you, Queen. Have a great day.
Thank you for calling, Miss Karen. All right. You heard it right here. I can fix your broken arm. That's what she was saying. She said, I'm a subject matter expert because I was a mother. See what I'm saying? I told you, MC. Man. All right. We got another caller online. Caller, what is your marketing question or marketing experience that you would like to share? Go ahead, Randy.
Yes. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm great. How are you?
Good. And good morning to your guests. I appreciate your enthusiasm.
Thank you.
And I understand, Karen, I just want to kind of lift the discussion up a little bit more. My thing is that years ago, I took classes at the Cosmopolitan Chamber of Commerce back in 1990, which was one of the professors that studied, Dr. Ivor Close, and I think her brother or relatives were involved with this particular Chamber of Commerce here in Chicago. And I took some basic courses on how basically to run a business. And one of the things I wanted to mention to you that there were some books I found that were quite edifying, very enlightening, and something I would like to just share them. One book is The Personal Touch by Terry Williams. She used to be the manager of Miles Davis and Eddie Murphy and a number of other people years ago. She had an agency, kind of a creative artist management agency. And she was very effective in terms of trying to educate people about in terms of what to do in order to be a successful business and stuff. And that's A Personal Touch by Terry Williams. Another book I found very interesting is Reverend Dr. Webb Evans, who passed away a number of years ago. He lived to be over 101 years of age, Dr. Webb Evans. And he was involved with different groups, the United American Progress Association, et cetera. And he wrote a book called How Blacks Can Get Off the Economic Bottom, right? And you get it from the Men in Black, the Temple of Mercy Association. And this book lays out the various Black businesses that we had in the past. So that we had all these various businesses from A through Z. And the thing about it is that unfortunately, many of our people didn't support these businesses. So how do you increase the level in terms of our people supporting various Black businesses, including your institutes and stuff, and also the use of the various social media and stuff in order to effectively get people to come out and support our businesses and stuff, and also to also ask the businesses to advertise like on WVON and stuff, so that WVON has the resources where they can bring back making sense of your money, conferences like you used to have in the past, and also the Taste of WVON programs and stuff. So they do like the billionaire, the Black billionaire Robert Smith, right, who paid for all the debt, cut off, just reduce all the debt of the Black students at Morehouse College back in 2019 or 2020, if I'm not mistaken. So
right.
I would like you all to respond to that. Okay, thank you very much.
All right, MC.
Well, I think one of the things I like you said was, about Black people, Black businesses getting off the economic bottom, right? And so one of the things that I feel that we often make a mistake in doing is the moment that we feel that we need to grow our businesses and that we need to generate some new revenue, one of the knee-jerk reactions that we have is we want to add on to our business. We want to do something brand new in conjunction with what we're already doing. And so, like, for instance, you have a person that will say, I can't tell you how many times people have come into our business and let's just say they wanted business cards, right? And you say, okay, well, what do you do for a living? You know, what is your business? And they say, well, I do candles, I do taxes, I also
Dog walking.
I'm in dog walking, and I'm in school for real estate. And so they have all of these things all over the place. And so often we think that it's a badge of honor to be able to say that we have 10 or 15 different things that we're doing, but you can never do any of them well. And because you can never do any of them well, you will not grow and move your business to a point where you're no longer working another 9 to 5. So a lot of these people are working a 9 to 5, and then we have 10 different things. And so I believe I've always been the person that believes in this. You need to stay within your wheelhouse. So, like, for instance, we own a graphic design and print company. We print so many obituaries every single week. We print so many banners and things of that nature every single week. We want to generate new revenue. Hey, you know what? Let's do this. Let's do a promotion on banners. Let's work out a deal with FedEx where we can ship these things all over the country, and they're going to get them quickly. They're going to get them fast. And so this is a new stream of revenue, but it's still within our wheelhouse. So you begin to extend your services in other areas, because this is what happens. Now that we're providing a brand new service, we're able to market that to the same clientele. See, if I'm selling a widget, but now I want to sell a totally separate widget that has nothing to do with the first one, guess what? That's a whole nother audience that I have to go after, a whole nother audience that I have to market, while at the same time, I'm still trying to market the other one. We only have so much time. There's only so much time in a day. So why are we going after brand new segments every single time we come up with an idea? The problem is we need to stay within our wheelhouse and so that we can continue to market to the same people. Because if you bought from me once, that means you trust me. Yeah. And because you trust me, I can come back around with another product that may relate to you and that you may buy. The thing that we don't want to do when we're trying to grow our businesses is to go outside of our wheelhouse. We want to extend that wheelhouse. We want to grow it. And we want to be able to market to the same people as well as new clientele. So we're going to take another caller.
I was going to say, not only that, you don't want people to look at your business card and wonder if you don't even know what you want to be when you grow up. I'm just saying. All right. Gail, thanks for calling the Wake Up Show Chicago. What is your question or comment about marketing?
All right. I have a lot to say. This is Gail Newcomb, your business expert, and I am part of the chamber.
Yes,
so
Gail.
Hey, wait a minute. Hold on. Gail is also one of the co-hosts on the Wake Up Show Chicago, the Women's Perspective. So we have an honored guest.
Every third Saturday.
That's right. She's an honored guest.
We had to slide it in, Gail, because you know you keep going. I was trying to slide it in. Mike got to it.
All right. So look, marketing to support Black businesses. I heard you gentlemen talk about we got to continue to support Black business. I agree 100%. But a lot of our businesses don't use any form of marketing. You're not a part of the Illinois State Black Chamber of Commerce. How do people know you're a Black business if you're only on that corner in that neighborhood that has 20% Black people in it? So you have to do marketing. I really believe that the new wave of young Black millionaires use Instagram, Facebook to make millions. There's a young lady, and I cannot get her name right now. She actually did a promotion on structuring to set up businesses. She didn't set the business up. She put out a ebook and she sold over 1 million copies of that ebook during COVID. People have to understand what the new wave of marketing is. And the old way, print is fine if you know people in your market that's reading the newspaper. Or you might want to go to digital, just like the Chamber has a digital magazine, and do marketing there. Yes, I had to do that plug. But anyway, that's my comment to it. I'm going to let y'all have y'all show. I'll see you guys on the 15th, where we'll be talking about health and wellness for women. Talk to you guys later. Thanks, MJ. Thanks, LaDonna.
Thanks, Gail. Thanks, Gail. Wow, Gail Newcomb, your business expert. I'm telling you, this is just I don't even have anything to add to what she said, because she needed to be here. Is what should have happened. She should have been right here, ready to roll with that. But no, she's absolutely right. Now we can go to our next caller, Miss Princess. Hi, what do you have to say, comment, or question when it comes to marketing your business on the Wake Up Show Chicago?
Oh, good morning to all. First of all, let me get this off my chest. Please tell the individuals not to pop the firecrackers around our veterans. This weekend is becoming to be a problem, and they're beginning to stick signs up in their yard asking me, please do not put your fireworks off.
Okay.
Yes, it causes a problem for our veterans. But when it comes to the marketing, I find that a lot of our African-American business owners are not letting us know that you're there. I was out at Ford City Mall. I saw two sisters out there, and this store I have been doing business with for a while. And I'm like, who's the owner here? Not even knowing that it was an African-American sister. So I told them about you all, because they was not aware that you all even existed.
Thank you. So you're saying we need to beef up our presence? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, ma'am, because that's the fourth sister boutique that I have went into that knows nothing about the Chamber of Commerce. And so I gave them a number to call. It would be better if Princess had some of your business cards from you guys. Then I could really, get my rap on.
I love it.
You get it.
Princess, make sure you go to the ilbcc.org and go ahead and sign up for our newsletter, and then we'll be able to get your information from there. We definitely need ambassadors. The Illinois State Black Chamber of Commerce is a nonprofit. If you take a look on our website, you'll see that we have a lot of different resources, and we thrive from donations, events, support, getting behind Larry when lobby with Larry, all of those things. And I know that a lot of times we say, get behind us. And people really don't know what that means, but we're breaking it all the way down, okay? And building it back up.
Right, and that's good. And I'm good that you all are doing the printing, because I needed to get that number. And because I'm glad, because this was one of our ancestors that invented the printing press.
Absolutely.
Yes, it was.
So, I need to get that information pertaining to your printing company, because I run into a lot of people who are looking for individuals that won't rip them off, but give them a nice price to do printing for their business.
Well, you know what? That phone number for SS Media 7 is 708.
Okay, let me get my pen in my hand. I'm ready.
Yes, ma'am. 708 398 3232. Once again, that's 708 398 3232. That's for SS Media. And SS Media can help you with all of your advertising, whether it has business cards, flyers, or brochures, whether that's a sign that's needed for the window, posters, or apparel. We do silk screen, we do embroidery. So we concentrate in those areas, because the idea is that we want to make it where when you advertise your product, it makes sense. The communication is clear. People absolutely know what it is that you offer, and they're ready to buy. So that's how we're going to work with you to make those things happen.
What you're saying, you do the brands of personal individuals?
Yes, we do.
All right. Thank you, Princess. That's what Princess calls in every week. I really appreciate that. Good job. Good job.
Hey, now you want to know something? A lot of people don't know. A lot of people don't understand this. we will at SS Media take care of your logo and the vision and bringing all of that stuff into fruition in your uniforms. And then we'll tag team with LaDonna Ray's company, because then they're going to take the social media aspect of it and put it online and do the marketing. Because see, one of the things, one of the problems that we had in our business was, do you know how many people said that they didn't even know that there was a print shop in the Austin community? And we're right next door to A.A. Rayner Funeral Home. And so it was social media marketing that targeted the Austin community to let them know, hey, you have a print shop in your community, because they weren't necessarily seeing it just driving by. But yet, LaDonna, it was you who told me that you can, that through social media marketing, we could say, hey, we want to target anybody in the Austin community first. And so when those people went on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, our ads were showing up for that community. And so you can greatly target who it is that your audience is through social media marketing. So, print, graphic design, social media marketing, they all work hand in hand. And that's why we tag team with great companies like LaDonna Ray Consulting.
Right. And then, of course, our chamber members are doing a lot of things as well. It's almost like a directory, it is a directory, especially if you're on that boat cruise, you know what I'm saying? We're going to come back after this commercial break. I am so excited to be filling in for the true crew of the Wake Up Show Chicago. I'm simply the producer, I sit in the background somewhere, but we're going to go to commercial break and we're going to take more callers after this.
The Wake Up Show is powered by the Illinois State Black Chamber of Commerce, the largest and The Wake Up Show is powered by the Illinois State Black Chamber of Commerce, the largest and loudest advocates in Illinois for empowering Black enterprise through a pro-Black business agenda. Support the organization that truly supports you, always at the table fighting for equity and the pro-Black business agenda. The Illinois State Black Chamber of Commerce. Visit ilbcc.org for more information today.
All right, and welcome back. And make sure that if you want to get involved, which you should do, you guys are like, what is the phone number? The phone number to the Illinois State Black Chamber of Commerce is 309-740-4430. Now, our headquarters are in Peoria, but it is the Illinois State. Don't get it twisted. All right, welcome back from commercial break. And we have another caller on the line waiting. Mr. Joseph, what is your comment or question when it comes to marketing your business?
Yes, ma'am. I want to say one thing very clearly. Advertisement is the greatest form of advertising, and radio is the second greatest form. Radio, because the more people listen to radio than just TV. But to make a long story short, Chicago has $100 billion coming to the city within 10 years. It's $10 billion a year. What we have to do is be in position to get some of that money. If we don't, someone else is going to get it. And we're going to be outside looking. You all have a great show, and I'm going to want to say it.
Hold on, Doc. I got a question for you. Hold on, Doc. Don't run off just yet. I got a question for you. You still there?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Right.
So you said. Yeah. So you said this. You said you have to be in position. I want you to unpack that. What does it mean to be in position? What does that look like?
Okay, I'm gonna say three things. The money is coming in three phases. It's coming in. Excavation means to dig and excavate to dig, and logistic means to travel, and transportation means to carry people from one end of the city to the other end of the city. That's the only three positions coming. Now, there's money gonna come in. Otherwise, let me just jump around just a little bit. I'm on my way downtown now to the NASCAR race. Now it's gonna be a lot of money gonna be there. They already stated if it rain all day today and tomorrow, they're gonna extend the race one more day into Monday. So that goes to show you money is here. And so what we have to do is be in position to get the money, to have the job and the qualification. And then a lot of this equipment you can rent. You don't even have to buy. Just go to, like, we got a place down the street from me called O'Leary's. I hate to plug it. O'Leary's Rental. They rent everything from backhoes to you name it, to trailers, to semi-trailer trucks. I don't want to talk too fast, though, because I know other people want to get in and talk too. But Chicago is one of the richest cities in the world, and we're right here in the Midwest. And you can get here from New York quick, and get it from LA quick, and get it from Atlanta. This is the heart of America. They call it the heartland of Perry. and the City of a Big Show, they weren't joking. I said, y'all got a good program. Y'all young people and people like to start at Reddit, Facebook, Instagram. All these people are going to be new millionaires. And there's a lot of black people going to be millionaires too, but we just got to get in position to do it. So young man and young lady, y'all have a great day, and I'll see y'all soon. I'm going to come to the station and co-host with somebody one day.
I know that's right.
Well, thank you very much. And
thank y'all.
Thank you. All right, man. We've had some really great callers and contributors that dialed in with us this morning on this early morning on the Wake Up Show Chicago. Now, Mike, I got your text message. Let's talk about online marketing, because a lot of people don't really understand online marketing. They think that, okay, if I have just some type of website, some type of social media, I'm doing the doggone thing. This is not true. Your website, online marketing is so low budget. But
it really is.
But yet it's so impactful. People look you up. I've talked to students about, because I teach at I can't say the name of school because they didn't advertise with us. But anyway, when teaching these students, I tell them you have to have an online presence that you want people to see as far as your narrative when it comes to your business, your brand, period. Your website has to be tight. When I design websites, it takes me, I have to start with the content. Then I have to ask them, who is your audience? Who are you talking to? You know, like your mother, you say, I tell my son, get your butt in the car. You know what I really say when I'm
Come on.
But if I'm picking my mother up, I'm not going to say, get your butt in the car. I'm going to say, Mom, hi, Mom. Come on, it's time to go. See, because that's two different audiences. So I have to determine who my audience is before I determine the content and the look and brand of my business if I'm just starting out. Now, if I've already been in existence and my brand is not working, I still have to ask myself those same questions. So now, to get a website done, it's not expensive. You know why? Because a website should not have to be updated more often than a few years. Now, if you do it right, if you make sure that it is integrated with your social media, which is forever changing, that's updated information, real-time information. If it shows your social media, your website looks different all the time, you know, and then the one thing that you would change maybe quarterly is maybe your specials, your banners, your promotions, events, testimonials. Those things change. Those are ongoing. But the design of it, paying someone maybe a couple of $1,000s to design a website, I know what you're thinking. I don't have a couple of $1,000s. I'm trying to start a business. Exactly. You're trying to start a business. There's a difference between trying to start a business and starting one. What were you going to say, MC? I'm sorry.
Actually, you said something earlier, and I just want to backtrack to that. So you said that you have to determine who your audience is. I meet so many people who don't even know how to determine who their audience is. So where do we start when we hear the phrase, you need to determine who your audience is? How do we start to do that?
Google, use it. Okay. Pick a business, pick a crazy idea for a business, crazy idea for a business.
Geez. How about, I don't know, you're going to start a mani-pedi business.
That's typical.
You said you want crazy.
Oh, something.
Okay.
How about pineapple? We only sell pineapple pizza. Okay.
You know what? I like sausage, pepperoni, and pineapple on my pizza.
All right. So you're the audience. You're part of the audience. Let's say we put up pineapple pizza and fixins. Okay, that's the name of our business. Now, who is our audience? Well, pizza eaters, but no, not all pizza eaters are created equal. Okay,
that's right.
Hawaiian pizza eaters matter because the people that love Hawaiian pizza would be your audience, but that can be broad as well. Where are these Hawaiian pizza lovers? Okay, so now we're talking demographics. First, we have the interests. Then we talk demographics. How old are they? Because I'm not going to tell a Hawaiian pizza eater that's 80 years old, hey, come get this here pizza. You know, I'm not going to use slang with her. I'm going to say, would you like a slice? I'm going to be respectful. You know what I mean? So now we're talking about age. Okay. And now, is it mostly men or women? I don't like pineapple pizza. I'm not eating.
Oh, shame on you.
Yeah, no. Fruit does not go on pizza for me. But there's an audience for everything. And if you don't know who that audience is, you're in trouble because you're just going to try and talk to everyone. The moment someone asks you who your audience is and you say everyone, that means no one. Because there's no such thing as everyone. You have to segment this. So yes, hey, if you guys want to tap in with me, get on my social media. It's LaDonna Ray. I'm everywhere. I'm the only one in the world. But I will give you an analysis because I hate it when people start a business and they just don't know who they're talking to. All right. I'm not your mama, but I will be your consultant.
You will be the consultant. All right. So if you're going to be the consultant, because I like the wisdom that you were giving out, right? How do I contact you? Somebody just asked for SS Media's phone number. What's the phone? What's the business line to call LaDonna Ray?
Part of the chamber. Y'all can call 309. You can call Larry. Tell me, hey, hook me up with LaDonna. He ain't gonna give you my business number, okay? But you can go to LaDonnaRayConsulting.com and you can find me on social media. But it's so important that your online presence is out there. Now mine is, I'm gonna tell you, I don't post every day.
Wait a minute, hold on.
Person.
Wait a minute. They can also hook up with you at blackchambercruise.com because we both are going to be on the cruise for the Black Chamber.
You got a cruise horn back there? Do you have a cruise horn back there? Wah, wah. I don't have any sound effects. What's going on here? Okay. That'll change. All right.
I just had to throw that plug in there because I'm excited about the cruise.
Yes, Illinois. It's Illinois Black Cruise, not cruises. You'll be somewhere in Want.
Blackcruise.com.
.com. And you can also go to ilbcc.org and it'll take you right there on our homepage. Make sure you get registered. It's July 20th. Okay. So that's less than 20 days that we'll be sailing the seas of visionaries, being there with dignitaries, and you'll be able to network with your business cards and find out when's the next meeting. Don't just network because your network is not working if you don't have a meeting on Monday. I'm just saying.
I'm gonna have on my captain's hat and my ascot. Yes, cigar, and we're gonna have a good time.
There's no smoking on the boat.
There's no smoking.
Don't light it. I have asthma. Thank you.
You can stand on the other side of the boat.
Oh my gosh. All right, so we're gonna wind down. Where did you come from? We're gonna
George and Marty Pearson. That's where I came from.
Exactly. Who are you? I am the son of. But no, I make sure you guys tap in with us next Saturday, each and every Saturday, when you join the Wake Up Show Chicago on WVON, iHeartRadio studios here. We have the whole plethora of online presence for the show as well. Make sure you go to our YouTube, which is Wake Up Show Chicago on YouTube and Facebook. And we're on Instagram. Make sure you let us know what you want to hear. Give us some questions and be engaged with us. You're never too old or too young to be a part of the chamber. And sign up for the cruise. That's Illinois. I'm sorry. What is it? Black Cruise Chicago. Look, I done got my handles mixed up.
BlackChamberCruise.com.
And it doesn't mean a bunch of black folks is going to be on the boat. Okay. What it means is the Black Chamber of Commerce, the Illinois State Black Chamber of Commerce, is going to be on the boat. So be on the boat.
That's right. And listen, if you didn't get your question in today or you got a marketing question, go to the Wake Up Show Chicago on Facebook. You're going to see this video and get into the comments section, post your questions, and LaDonna and I will both be in the comments as well. So we're going to engage with you. We're going to answer some questions. You got questions about the chamber, about the boat cruise, get into the comments on this video, and we're going to talk about it. We're going to continue the conversation there.
Our We want to thank our caller, Greg Willis, for calling in earlier. He was our lobbyist in Washington, D.C. We want to thank the chamber, our president, Larry Ivory, and make sure you guys tap in with us next week. I hope that you had a good time, and it's the Wake Up Show Chicago.